Hello One Piece nerds, welcome back to another video. Today let's talk about the Kaido Timeline. What do I mean by the Kaido Timeline? I mean his timeline throughout Onigashima, the fights he's fought, the people he's fought against, and how much hit he actually took. So why do I want to make this video? I want to make this video because a lot of people in the community have been talking about how Kaido being taken down this easily makes it feel a little bad for the character, considering he's been built up to be the strongest creature in the world. You would expect him to take a little bit more of Gear 5 Luffy before he falls down. And as of the latest chapter 1049, he is definitely probably down because it seems that way. All of the conflicts have been solved, and the big bad guy is dead, or down, sorry. So, what I could say is, fight is probably over. So, and the reason of making this is to show you guys that he's definitely the strongest creature because of what he's been through. Now, we start off the fight. His first fight starts in the raid with the 900 Scabbards, attacking him from behind with him having no awareness of it, taking hits from 9 people with Rio. Takes him down. Kaido takes every one of the hits without defending himself with armament haki or any sort of, countermeasure. He takes the hit, he turns into a dragon. He's not offended by it. He doesn't feel it as if it's very massive, but he takes a little bit of damage. Turns into a dragon, goes to the roof, 900 Scabbards go with him. The fight against the Scabbards doesn't last too long. It lasts a while, but he definitely takes hits. He takes hits in the form of Rio and Nekomamoshi's electric attacks and whatnot. And with their so long powers, considering they're 10 times stronger than they normally are. I'm sorry I didn't get my facts right, but deal with it. As for how much of an endurance and how much of stamina he spent dealing with the Scabbards, I wouldn't say it's much, but it can definitely accumulate. At which point, he makes the flame clouds to move Onigashima to the flower capital, and that takes considerable amount of concentration and stamina as well, because it's the flame clouds he's controlling. There's definitely energy used to making Onigashima float. We have almost no break in between. Big Mom now shows up, and the worst generation shows up as well. 5 of the worst generations. The fight start off with Kaido taking most of the hits. The 5 of them go up against Kaido without Big Mom interrupting them at all. And Kaido takes hit from every single one of the worst generations. Luffy with Rio, Killer with some massive hits, probably not Rio, he probably knows Rio, I don't know. Zoro with Enma, Haki-infused Enma, and Law with his surgeries like Gamma Knife and whatnot. So, he takes hits. He takes quite a lot of hits. And Killer with his scythe and everything. So he takes a lot of hits. And I could definitely say that took a lot out of him. I won't say he took a lot out of him, but it took a few. More than the Scabbards, definitely. Moving on from that point onward, Killer and Kid go with Big Mom downstairs to fight her separately. And Zoro, Law, Luffy stays to the rooftop dealing with Kaido. Now, Luffy goes again with Zoro attacking back and forth. Not back and forth, sorry, I'm remembering it wrong. Zoro took a double hit from Big Mom and Kaido. He was down for the count, almost. Luffy went out against him with Law's help, and Kaido took a lot more hits. But at some point, Kaido strikes back. Luffy is knocked unconscious, presumably, but not really. Zoro gets back up for one last hit. He hits Kaido straight up with Advanced Conqueror's Haki. That affected him a lot than you think it did. With Enma and Zoro's Haki and with Advanced Conquerors, you definitely expect Kaido to take a major hit. So he did. Let's presume he did. Zoro goes down. Luffy gets back up. Law, Zoro sent downstairs. Luffy and Kaido start fighting, with Luffy saying that he can deal with Kaido with the only Advanced Conquerors. Little after that, we see Luffy going down. Kaido throws him down, saying that it was one simple technique won't be enough to deal with me. That being said, I would still consider the fight lasting at least 3 to 4 minutes, and I'm not saying that Kaido took a lot of hits from that. He definitely took a few hits. I'm saying that it will because it didn't end in 1 second. It definitely did not end in 1 second. So, leaving that on, Kaido was free for a few moments until Yamato came back up to deal with him because Luffy is down, unconscious. Kaido kept on dealing with Yamato. Granted, Yamato isn't the strongest of the fighters, but she definitely has advanced conquerors with her devil fruit and everything. Yamato was not able to beat Kaido, but they definitely went toe to toe. You saw Kaido a little flustered, if not a lot. Yamato was almost down for. Yamato almost lost, I would say, half of her strength in that fight. But then again, it wasn't a full-fledged fight, and the fight wasn't completely drawn out. Then again, Kaido had no breaks, dealing with another advanced conqueror's haki user who has an insanely strong devil fruit. Without any break, Luffy climbs back up, this time with advanced conqueror's haki and gear 4. They go back and forth. Kaido takes a bunch of hits, and well, you could say that definitely affected him. And then the unfortunate tragedy happens. Bowlerhead guy comes, interrupts Luffy and Kaido's fight. Luffy takes the hit. He is presumably dead. I'm saying he's dead, but whatever. That's beside the point. Kaido, without any hesitation, ravages the CP0 guy. He's probably dead as well. And goes downstairs, turning into a dragon, pissed off, saying that he'll turn everyone into a slave. Which point he's still, mind you, he's still continuing the flame clouds. Takes a lot out of him. Takes a few things out of him, honestly. He didn't do much at that break. That is to be considered a break, but not really. Let's say it didn't affect him much. Luffy comes back up with gear 5, and the fight continues. They go off for a few clashes. They go on for 2 whole chapters with very good fights. Not whole chapters, I would say 1 whole chapter with 2 mixed, and a few hits near the end of every chapter. So, as you can see, my point being that Kaido took hits from everyone who has insanely powerful devil fruits, Rio users, advanced conquerors users, while maintaining the flame clouds. Granted, that was a handicap because he felt he was confident enough to do it, but that led inevitably him to losing against Luffy at some point. Now, am I saying no, Oda didn't say he was invincible. He said he's strong, he's the strongest creature, and I believe that is the case. Because there is no other person in the One Piece world at this point who can deal with so many people simultaneously back to back while having a fight for 2-3 hours, presumably. Ever since the start of the raid until this point, I would say it's been about roughly 2 hours, maybe even 3, that Kaido has been fighting everyone that came after him and has defended himself properly, taking hits, losing stamina, losing endurance, and dealing against devil fruit users of all sorts of kinds, like Luffy and Law, while dealing with the advanced conqueror's haki. So, I think he definitely stands up to his reputation of being the strongest. Luffy had a lot of handicap. This is what we call plot armor. So, I'm not saying Luffy won the fight fair and square, because this wasn't supposed to be fair and square. Kaido is known to be the strongest creature alive. He needs all the help he can get. He got help from everyone he needed, and I think it goes to show, it stands still that Kaido is definitely the strongest creature alive, because he is able to take all that hit. Granted, Roger and Whitebeard fought against each other for 3 days consecutively, while Whitebeard having the Gura Gura no Mi, with Roger having his sword and everything, with advanced conquerors, and probably even more sorts of haki and whatnot that we have no idea about. But he didn't have to face off against 7 opponents. 9, 5, that's 14, 15 opponents. Granted, the 9 scabbards weren't that strong. Still having to fight off against them, taking damages, and, still fighting for this long. I say we give Kaido a little bit more credit where it is deserved, and I think he is definitely the strongest creature alive. I don't think Blackbeard would be able to take this. I don't think Akainu would be able to take this. Shanks, maybe, maybe not, but anyone, I don't see anyone other than Kaido, perhaps Big Mom, dealing with every single one of these foes back to back without any rest, and still standing very strong until the end. That is it for this video. I just wanted to show some appreciation for Kaido, to make you guys understand that, hey, Kaido is definitely renowned for being the strongest. He has hell of a lot of endurance, and he has great stamina, and he's definitely worthy of being called the strongest creature alive. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed and watched until this point, make sure to like and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. Comment down your thoughts below. Feel free to argue and whatnot. Agree, disagree, I don't care. Until then, see you next time. Peace.